A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother Eric Braxton speaking to you all from his beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, the land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, this wonderful island country, of course, that is in the blue Caribbean Sea. In this part 6 video, brothers and sisters, in the new series, and I will continue from part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 and part 5. As I said, these millions of people who have recorded videos and published books and have told their story and they have told their stories to the world, that they had out-of-body experience where they have taken up to heaven and went at the very throne of God and speak to God the Father, Jesus Christ, and the elect holy angels. Or if some haven't talked to the Father directly, they met Jesus Christ. Or if they haven't met Jesus Christ personally, they talk to the elect holy angels. But they saw heaven and then they came back down to earth to share that story where they're living. Brothers and sisters, all these people, they could be 5 million in total and more running, because each day many people are coming up with these new stories that they are going to heaven and back to earth. I, Eric Braxton, do not believe not one of them. And the reason why I do not believe none of these people who are saying that, let me deal with the education of these people. So whether these people are doctors, whether they be lawyers, whether they be professors, whether they be politicians, or the normal layman in the street who are claiming that they received this vision, out-of-body experience, and went up to heaven and come back, whether they be pastors and in whatever position they hold in the fivefold ministry in the body of Christ, I do not accept not one of these, not one word of them. In other words, I put all of them in one bracket. And you know what is that one bracket? That this little Christian boy, this little Christian child way down in Trinidad and Tobago, why I have put them in one bracket? I want you all to guess what is that bracket that I put them on. Well, all of them to me is a bunch of pathological liar. What did I say? Let me repeat. I said all of them is a bunch of pathological liar, because that's what they are doing, lying. Brothers and sisters, you all might see how I, a little Christian boy, a little Christian child, Eric Braxton, could say such a thing like these people. You all will say, so you mean to say all these people are lying? You mean all these people are lying, claiming they have out-of-body experience and they're going to heaven? Yes, my friend, they are lying. So you all will say now, how do I go about proving that these people are lying? Well, it's simple, my dear friend. You see, the one who created mankind, he is called a manufacturer. The things that he creates is called a product of his creation. Now God created man. I hope you all are following with me, boys and girls everywhere, all over the world, who happen to see this video on internet and World Wide Web on YouTube. So we is a product of God's creation. Will it be true to say, brothers and sisters, that everything God creates, He know the entirety of it? Because the company that created the fan, they have a manual of the fan showing you how to operate the fan. The manual come in a box, so you could open the manual and go through, and they will tell you how to operate the fan. Well, if God create man, only know everything about man, the makeup of man, and God said when man die, he doesn't know nothing. God said when you die, your consciousness ceases. But they're saying when they die, they're still conscious and they could travel in the spirit world and go and they're conscious. Then that will be going against what God said. I thought God is bigger than each and every one of us and bigger than the universe. Is not He that created the angels, the universe and mankind? Can God lie, brothers and sisters? Well, if God cannot lie, then what He is saying is true. And if any man, if God say when you die, you doesn't know nothing, and man come in and say when you die, you are conscious. So then who are lying? God is lying or the man is lying? I think the man is lying. I know the man is lying. So that is the proof. So then all these people are telling a lie, brothers and sisters. There is no one that is going to heaven at the very throne of God and coming back to this earth to claim that they went to heaven. The only two persons in the Old Testament have taken up to heaven: Enoch, that walked with God and talked with God, and Elias, Elijah the prophet. In the context of Moses, where God took Moses up on Mount Nebo and he showed him the land of Canaan as far as his eyes could see. It says God buried him and no man is known his people contest this day. In the context when Christ carried Peter, James and John up in the mountain and he was transfigured before them. And Peter said it is good for us to be here. Let us build three tabernacles, one for thee, one for Moses and one for Elias. It says Moses and Elias did appear. Now some will say when Moses appeared, Moses did really taken up to heaven. But that Moses taken up in the heaven is not recorded in the scriptures in the Old Testament. What is recorded in the Old Testament? That Moses was buried and God himself buried him. It never say he went to heaven. But in the New Testament, in Mount of Transfiguration, they say Moses appeared. Well, if Moses did taken up into heaven and that information is not written in the Old Testament, then I don't have a problem with that. But Moses did appear in the vision. But I personally am not so sure if Moses is taken up into in heaven. You see, that is not clear. So I just leave that. See, I just quote the text and leave it there. So whether he's in heaven or in the grave, I just leave it so, brothers and sisters. But I know positively for Elias, Elijah, and Enoch, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, I did use the term, the example with King David, that David is not ascended to heaven, but he's in the grave. And I'm simply saying that all the saints of God who die, they have to remain in the grave, just like King David, to wait for a future resurrection. Right? So they will be resurrected and be with Christ when he comes the first resurrection. Right? So these people who claiming that they are going in heaven and speaking to God the Father personally and Jesus Christ and the elect holy angels and coming back to the earth, they are not speaking the truth, brothers and sisters. But many people are accepting what they're saying, buying up the books, listening to them, their story. Some accept what they're saying, some doesn't accept what they're saying. And it continues like that, brothers and sisters. But I personally do not accept what these people are saying. So I'm simply saying, it left to you all, brothers and sisters. What I am saying is the truth. And I'm just simply saying for you all to study the Bible. So when you all study the Bible, you will come to the right understanding, the state of the dead. The true state of the dead is that the dead does know nothing. And when you all understand the true state of the dead, anyone who comes in to make this claim, you will know that these people are not talking the truth. So I want you all to do the research. Take up all the Bible and begin reading it. Right, brothers and sisters? Because there are millions of people are not reading the Bible and they do not know the true state that the dead is in it. So therefore they are accepting all what these people are saying and they are being fooled in the process. That is all I'm simply saying, brothers and sisters. Right, brothers and sisters, in these videos. Right, brothers and sisters? I know in each video I'm saying the same thing over and over. I have to keep on saying the same thing over and over, brothers and sisters, to reinforce the point that the dead do not know nothing. The dead is in the grave sleeping and unconscious. They're in a deep sleep waiting for a resurrection. So that's why you cannot communicate with no dead person. No dead person cannot appear in your dream. And no dead person cannot take no apparition to speak to you. And you cannot receive no message from no dead person. Why? Because the dead doesn't know nothing. They are unconscious. They're in a deep sleep waiting for resurrection. You see, there's no consciousness in that. That's why they need a resurrection. If there was consciousness in that, there's no need for no resurrection. You see how simple it is? 1, 2, 3. But a lot of people doesn't know that. And I'm teaching you all that. And that truth is found in the Bible, the words of God. So begin reading the Bible, brothers, from Genesis to Revelation, and pray to God for the right understanding, that He will make you all come to that right understanding that I'm sharing with you all in this video, my dear friends. Now I've come to the end of this video. Now may the grace of God be with you and with me and with the human family from this day forth and forevermore. Shalom, peace. See you all in the next video soon. Bye bye, my friends.